education program.
All my niggas ride for me. I got niggas that'll die for me. You niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug. Man, niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz. Man, blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap built like that, cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that, you niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you round some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw, ho. They never deliver, they got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow, I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone, you ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga, you ain't got the heart. You ain't about to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga, play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug. Man, niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz. Man, blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge. Man, get your cap built like that, cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug. Man, niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz. Man, blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge. Man, get your cap built like that, cause niggas get killed like that. All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride with me. You niggas ain't.
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitting on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Holy certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall, nigga. I just wanna ball. And I hope you ball too. And that be why I gotta keep it true, nigga. I just wanna ball. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna ball. Yo, get up out of pounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm dead from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo. Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall, nigga. I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true, nigga. I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. To all them children that grow up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leaving. Yeah, yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
Yeah. How about Shem Yah Shabbat Dog? Kwam Yah Charlotte. Kwam Yah Charlotte. Spot. What's up? What's up? Act 17:5. Only the evil down with people, we ain't equal. May the Lord slay the eagle. Hey, Jacob, my people, we got eat them, trying to bleed them. May the Lord take his wings away. A little wine needs my mind, may Yahweh help the blind see another day. So don't be foolish to the movement, cause it's proven we the truest in the UPK. And if I fall, my heart sweat, my heart's my conscience, my arms inside this. I'm like Paul, they plotting when I talk of prophets, Acts 17:5. If I recall the violence, yeah, they all gon' die quick and we all gon' watch it. Yeah. So I'm calm as I said, no, they can't stop it. Nah.
See, I was trying to find my way, the devil's all up in my way, the devil real, can't you feel him breathing, killing niggas for no reason, guess it's killing season. Satan always sitting, trying to anti my sins. Something gotta give for all the good that I put in. Lord, please forgive me, I was growing up with monsters, so I had no other options. I'm just glad I'm not up in the pen, instead I'm writing with a pen, so the simple understand. Let the weak say I'm strong, put the meek where they belong, let the sleep say I'm away. And if they don't, then I'ma wait till every Jew make it say, every Jew ain't gonna be saved. On that faithful, dreadful day, hope I get to see the day when every devil pass away. Put our minds together, I'm the one, the brother. We done lost 12 tribes, let us find each other.
Only the evil down with people, we ain't equal. May the Lord slay the eagle. Hey, Jacob, my people, we got eat them, trying to bleed them. May the Lord take his wings away. A little wine needs my mind, may Yahweh help the blind see another day. So don't be foolish to the movement, cause it's proven we the truest in the UPK. And if I fall, my heart sweat, my heart's my conscience, my arms inside this. I'm like Paul, they plotting when I talk of prophets, Acts 17:5. If I recall the violence, yeah, they all gon' die quick and we all gon' watch it. So I'm calm as I said, no, they can't stop it, Acts 17:5.
Escalade Model 1, Lord in Christ. I was actually watching The Matrix, and I seen you started a room.
Only the evil dumb people, we ain't equal. May the Lord slay the eagle. Hey, Jacob, my people, we got eat them, trying to bleed them. May the Lord take his wings away. A little wine needs my mind. May Yahweh help the blind see another day. So don't be foolish to the movement, cause it's proven we the truest sinner you became. And if I fall my ox with my heart's my conscience, my all's inside this. I'm like Paul, they plotting when I talk of prophets, Acts 17:5. If I recall the violence, yeah, they all gon' die quick and we all gon' watch it. So I'm calm as I said, no, they can't stop it, Acts 17:5.
ISUPK.
Yeah. Lost tribes. Strong palm. It's one west to the death of me. Some of the coldest young niggas you will ever see. Hit the streets and get treated like celebrities. Separate from the fake like they got leprosy. You wanna raise some real niggas, this the recipe. Turning boys into men is the specialty. My niggas heavy in the game like the referee. Y'all niggas talk loud, but you ain't impressing me. And it's the home of the truth too. We so plugged in, we don't need Bluetooth. The general still raising up new troops. Might let a devil bow down and kiss my new boots. We got that warrior spirit, y'all niggas too cute. Your pastor took your ties and went and bought a new suit. Then he went and bought a new coupe. Niggas start their own group like it's a new truth. You niggas fruity and sweet like Fruit Loops. I'm a killer, I don't murder, but I do shoot. We must protect the compound. Where I'm from, they fell in love with them gun sounds. Get in this body for real, niggas is wildin'. 3 of my brothers died at the hands of gun violence. Looking in the casket like damn, not again. At the funeral, knowing it could have been one of his friends. Could have been by some ends, could have been by some hoes. A couple bullet hoes got them singing End of the Road. Teaching niggas to cold down, understand loyalty.
Not much, not much. Is this gonna be this one of your classes?
Here it is, come get it. Dumb lyrics, I'm really just having fun with it. Burn Babylon, let the bodies hit the flow. Lost tribes got the game in the figure four. Letting niggas know the revolution televised. This ain't a song, I'm just
I feel like you went into a room after I left. While I was cutting some nigga about some, he was talking about some trust funds we gotta get and that's gonna pay all our bills and shit. You remember that?
What room was that?
I was earlier today, like an hour ago.
The tour room?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't even tuned all the way in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He said, which brother was that?
What you say?
What brother was it that said that?
What was that cat's name? Damn. I can't remember his name, but it was like Kazakh Rakah or some shit. Kazakh Rakah.
Okay. Because it's
like he had like.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, sir, it's another brother that be in that room, and he has said something about us getting, some money, and all camps being able to sit down at the same table and make decisions on what's going to happen in the nation, and we'll be looked at as a nation instead of a color in a crayon box. All this stuff right here, I mean, if it was just a simple push of a pen, it would have did it already.
Right.
They would have did it already.
Right. He be thinking about some shit that don't really work. He want them cats that tell you about how to do some shit, but then you ask him, well, show me where you did it and you got rich. And they be like, well, I ain't do it yet because it ain't time for it yet. So but it'll work though. God. Like, nigga, if you got a thing that's gonna give you millions of dollars and supposed to feed us and give us all this money, why ain't you got a lot of money?
As Salaki, sir, look, the kicker with this brother was he told me it was gonna cost about $3 million to get everything situated. So and he thought I was gonna go to Commander General Hunter with that. Man, please stop it. You understand? Because the white man, I mean, if he had plans on looking at us as anything other than a slave, you know what I'm saying? Then he would have did it. You know, this wouldn't be no issue. We wouldn't have to keep arguing and fighting and, you know what I'm saying, and turn around and keep begging and pleading and stuff like that. If it was just a simple, writing it, they are no longer black and niggers and Negroes and nakers and whatever else they call them. You understand? It just say, okay, they are the true chosen people of God. It would be done already.
Right.
If he planned on giving us some money, he would have gave it to us already. You know what I mean? So what's the point?
Right.
Come on,
that's
man.
That bullshit.
It is.
Cats be trying to learn some shit. They trying to teach some BS.
Sir.
Talking about do this and do that, you'll get $10 million. Nigga, why ain't you got $10 million then?
Right. Already.
Right.
And then look, it's another one. It's another one. This was a sister. I forgot I think it's the ADOS group or something like that. And they're pushing reparations as well. The sister told me that the sister told me she got her money already. And I asked, I said, well, sis, why you ain't on, you on Clubhouse instead of, setting up a business? You supposed to got reparations. Why ain't you got something going for Israel then instead of just this computer shit? You know what I mean? And she turned around and said, oh, I already got mine. Y'all need to go get yours. And I said, how much did you get? This sister said she had got $1.4 billion in reparations. It was, she said, in the whole room, in the room in front of everybody. I said, okay, I ain't even finna respond to that after that. Because I know that'll be Clubhouse would be the last place that I have my own app. You understand? If I got $1.4 billion damn dollars. Go ahead, Cabal.
Salaki, I was just gonna say exactly what you said. And look, if I had 1.4 billion,
people be thinking like that.
Hold on,
he's thinking about. You a piece of paper. Go ahead.
You in the Matrix, Cap. You was going in and out, sir. Salaki.
Give me a sec.
Go ahead, Cabal. While Cap fix that.
Okay. But if you got $1.4 billion, first off, you're not sitting in Clubhouse.
Not million.
You're not in Clubhouse. That's not where you at.
Billion.
You off doing something with your money. Because if you got reparations, you was broke before. So you off buying a house, a car.
Come on,
you ain't in Clubhouse.
Nah, you ain't
talking to no. Nah,
talking to us.
Right.
Talking about go get your 1.4 billion too. Stop it. I'll tell you what she said. There's been a whole room with a bunch of people, and they all heard it. And guess what? Everybody ignored it. Nobody responded. Nobody said, "Oh yeah, where I sign up at? how I get mine. Nobody said a word.
Right.
Why? Because that was a lie. You understand?
You
ain't no white man gave you 1.4 bill.
Right.
I mean, damn, the man murders us and then don't even hold himself accountable for their actions.
Right.
So why they go turn around and hold themselves accountable for their actions that they done did in the past? You know what I'm saying? With enslaving and raping and robbing and murdering us. And then now, oh, you know what? We owe you. We said we were going to give you an acre and a mule. You were going to get 1.4 bill. You understand? Come on now.
So like
go ahead, mighty man.
These devils too prideful.
One second. We can hear you now, Cap, a little bit. Go ahead, sir. Salaki.
All right. I was going to say, and like I was battling with the dude. I was trying to go back and forth. He didn't want me to respond to the last thing he said because, obviously he ran out of bullshit to spit.
God.
So, and I still got plenty of stuff to talk about.
God, sir.
He talking about get a DOT number and get a trust fund and that LLC, and then it's going to pay for everything. And then he said, we can use credit. I said, okay, the UPK take money and then pay brothers rent with it. How we going to use credit to pay somebody rent?
Right.
How we going to use credit to pay somebody utility bill?
Right.
We ain't going to collect no tithes.
God, so that's crazy. And look, I've been having an LLC since 2006. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't paid for nothing for me. You understand? I've been owning a business since 2006, and they have not paid. They ain't at least paid for my license. Right. You understand? To push my paperwork through the office, they ain't even do that for me. So I don't know what he talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then he was banking on a trust fund shit, and I'm like, okay, a trust fund. You gotta put money into a trust fund for it to have money.
Right.
It ain't automatic free money.
Right.
Like this cat and the codes and bullshit, he believe it before he even able to use it himself.
God, yeah. They don't understand. They just, I don't even get it. Like what I mean, the push for, us having our own and all of that. I understand that. Nothing wrong with that. We need to do that. You understand? But as a matter of fact, in the ISUPK, we the only ones that's doing it. Putting together businesses, hiring our own people. It's so many businesses here in St. Louis, black-owned businesses that I've seen that turn around for some odd reason, hire white people. A bunch of white people working in the restaurant.
Good.
The barbecue man, Me So Hungry, he turned around, he got a devil working behind his counter. I'm telling you. You say yeah. He got a devil working behind his counter. You understand? I'm like, all the people that you could have gave a job to, and you choose to give it to them. I've seen, like I said, I went to several, black-owned restaurants because that's what we do. We're trying to bring black back. Right. You know what I mean? We're trying to get the Arabs out of here, and we're trying to bring black back. Right? We're trying to make the ghetto great again, not the white man around America.
Right.
America been great. You understand?
So like it, sir. The best steakhouse on Grand. Oh man, they got some devils in there.
Oh God, yeah, God, it's supposed to be black owned. Yep, and they got devils all in it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just can't not do it. You was gonna say something, Cabal? Before Cap jumped in. Okay, yeah, but yeah, like I said, To have our own businesses, our own communities, and all our own everything, I'm totally with that. Commander General Yohana has a program for that. He got the remedy for that. He got the fix to that problem.
Right.
He has the solution. You understand? But the majority of our people will not come in here and get it. You understand? They still trust in the Arabs for everything, the white man for everything, the Chinese for everything. Just think about it. We can't even sell our own haircut products to each other. You know what I mean? Who's selling all the Stay Soft fro? They don't even have fros. The Chinese.
Right.
You understand? The damn Arabs. They sell more weave than the law allow.
Okay.
You understand? Go to Martin Luther King and King's Highway. They got one beauty supply on one corner, and then he's building another one on the next corner, right across the street from there.
Right.
You understand? Like, come on. You go over on what's that? Natural Bridge. I think they did the same thing over there. It's the same owners, got 3 damn beauty supplies right up the street from each other. Same way they do with their chicken joints. You understand? They turn around, open one, Hawaiian grill, then it's Miami grill, and then it's fish and chicken, and then it's J&J, then it's all kinds of, they all owned by the same damn families, man. Same damn people, you know? And they getting it, while us, we out doing what? Shopping for Christmas. Right. You understand? What General Hyman said the other day in class? Getting payday loans for toys. Like, come on, man. Get a payday loan for a goddamn toy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That your child, number one, don't even deserve. Number two, ain't even going to appreciate. You understand? It'll be broke in a minute.
Right.
It'll be broke in a minute. You understand? Like, come on. And then what's so sad is you ain't think to really buy your child much or nothing, you understand, until this time of the year.
Right.
Until Christmas. Now you want to go for broke. Now you want to go all out.
God.
Now you want to turn around, they're going to have a great Christmas. My kid's going to have a great Christmas. So like, grab me a water out the middle refrigerator. Bubba shop, yeah. They're going to have a great Christmas this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. When, guess what, toys, they don't just make them in November and December.
Right.
For Christmas. They don't just make toys for Christmas. You understand? Them things is going year round.
Right.
You know? They going year round. You understand? And guess what? You can buy them at any time. It don't have to be for no Christmas. But look that article up real quick. Matter of fact, young man, you got it. Young man, yeah, go on, pull it up and read it. It's in the should be in the email, the History Channel, the Origin of Christmas. Yeah, go ahead and read it, nice and loud, Warrior.
Christmas is celebrated. Let me make sure I got it. Make sure I got it. Christmas is celebrated on December 25th and is both a sacred religious holiday and a worldwide culture and commercial phenomenon. For 2 millennia, people around the world have been observing it with tradition and practices that are both religious and circular in nature.
Okay, now think about something here. Christmas didn't just start, you know what I'm saying, with your granny or your great granny. Right. You understand? The millennium is what, 1,000 years. You understand? They've been doing this for thousands of years. This ain't nothing new.
Right.
You understand? They didn't just start this thing right here. That's what black people don't know. Like me and you was talking about, young man, to where black people do stuff and don't even know what they involved in, don't know why they doing it, don't know who it's after, they don't know who created it, they don't know nothing. They don't know none of that. You understand? Why? Because they thinking because of the movies that we've been watching here lately. You know, what's the one, the child story? No, the Christmas Story. Christmas Story. One where the kid stuck his tongue on the fence. You understand? What's the other one with McCullough? What's his name?
Home Alone.
Home Alone. You understand? Yeah. It was all about Christmas. What's the other one? What's the other shows?
The other Elf. Elf.
The Elf. That's one.
I guess
who? No, I ain't never seen the Elf. I ain't never seen that one.
Elf is the man. He's in the mind of a kid though. I forgot. I know it's the mind of a kid.
Hey, shut up, Elf. You say he in the mind of a kid?
Yeah, the movie Elf.
About the Elf? No, I ain't never seen that one. But if that's one of them, that's one. And then they got the cartoons. They got the what's that one? The Charlie Brown and the Christmas. Charlie Brown's Christmas. What's another one they got? Oh my God! Let's not even forget about all of the Jesus Walks movies, right? The Passion of Christ. The love of Christ. You know, the birth of Christ, the death of Christ, in between Christ, and all kind of Christ. You understand? You know, they run a marathon. Don't they still do that? They still run them Jesus Walk movie marathons?
That's Easter time.
Oh, that's Easter. Oh, okay. I knew it was something. One of them. I don't know.
Because it happened at Passover, around the Passover time, so they do
wait, it's it. Okay, God, I got you. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? They are ridiculous. Okay, but yeah, man, they've been celebrating this for years. Right. This didn't just happen, you know. And what they did was they just recently incorporated Christ. They're not celebrating it because of his birth. You understand? Had nothing to do with it. Okay, now go ahead, keep. And real quick, it said that it has its religious and its secular origins. Right? And you know, of course, religious is supposed to be about God, but it's not. Religion is totally not about God at all. And then secular is supposed to be worldly, right? You understand? Like rock and roll, rap, and you know what I'm saying? You know how the people in the church say, "Oh, you listen to this secular music." You understand? The music, the things that has nothing to do with God, right? And it has both of its origins. You understand? The so-called religious and the secular, those supposed to be separate.
Right.
They supposed to be separate. Right. So why is it intertwined? Right. Because guess what? It has nothing to do with Christ. It has nothing to do with the Most High at all. But it does have everything to do with the worship of false gods, several of them. You understand? Keep reading.
Christians celebrate Christmas Day as the anniversary of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, a spiritual leader whose teachings form the basis of their religion. Popular customs include exchanging gifts, decorating Christmas trees, attending church, sharing meals with family and friends, and of course, waiting for Santa Claus to arrive.
Waiting for Santa to arrive, Obama. Hey, they waiting on Santa Claus like we was waiting on you to show up. You're like, oh, he's coming in. He's coming in. No, we know you coming though. But Santa, when has Santa ever appeared? When has a fat white man ever slid down your chimney? You understand? It's all lies. And then when you get to thinking about this stuff, what does it have to do with Christ? Go ahead. Oh my God, we just got to talk about them too. You know what I'm saying? Something that never happened, never will, and never will.
So like
go ahead.
We don't have chimneys in the hood.
You said
not too many of us have chimneys in the hood.
I'm telling you, not none of them projects. You hear me? And then half the time in the hood, the chimneys don't work no more. You understand? If you do have a house with a chimney, that thing got a board in between it. You understand? Right. So won't nothing, because you know squirrels was notorious for coming in them things. Right. You know, because don't nobody use them. Don't nobody use they you know what I'm saying? They chimneys in the hood. Okay, go ahead, keep reading. Oh, you got something? Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Just a quick precept. Like this is something that our people can't seem to figure out how to do, and it's exactly what the point Cap was just bringing up. Is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 10, and that ye may put a difference between holy and unholy, between unclean and clean. We can't see. We Christmas, like from its own history says, is a mixture of secular and religious. So it is not putting a difference between the holy and the unholy. It does not put a difference between the clean and the unclean. Right. It's all unclean because it makes it's like the what they say the poop in the cookies, right? Yeah. So you know, it's the story where you know the father or the kids ask the father, well, we want to go out and you know we want to go party and live it up and go do whatever we want to do. Mm-hmm. And he's like, but we're just gonna go out and do it for a little bit. We'll be back and we'll get back on track. Mm-hmm. He said, okay, I'm gonna make some cookies for you, and we're gonna put a little bit of poop in them. Right? It's not a lot of poop. It's just a little bit of poop. We're gonna put a little bit of poop in the cookies. And we don't want that. the cookies are messed up because you put. Oh well, that's the exact same thing. It's all unclean when you put that little bit of uncleanness in it.
God, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You can't. There's no way to take and celebrate something that had absolutely nothing to do with Christ, nothing to do with God. Then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna put that in there. You're gonna put God in that. You understand? That's ridiculous to even try to do it. You understand? Because black people went from starting off celebrating Santa.
God.
That's how it
Santa
started.
God.
And that's what they was telling their kids. They was saying, look, you better be good if you want something for Christmas. You better be good if you want Santa. Santa ain't gonna give you no toys. Right? That's how it started. Now they trying to, because they Christians, right? And because they go to the church. And they turn around and they say, well, now I'm going to tell you the real reason of why we celebrate Christmas. So now black folks trying to change it. And they trying to say, well, we celebrate it because it's the birth of Christ. That's why. Christ was born on December 25th when, no, he was not. Right. The Bible does not indicate Christ being born on December 25th. It's not even in the Bible. It's not. I haven't even seen it in any other books. They like going to the Jubilee and they like going to the Book of Enoch and all these other books. I hadn't seen it. Is it recorded in there? It ain't even in them books either. So they can't use those. You know what I'm saying? They can't use that and say, well, it says it in here. I ain't seen it nowhere yet. I haven't seen it anywhere. And for them to even turn around and try to put that in there, it's ridiculous. And it just don't fit. All right? Keep going, young man.
December 25th, Christmas Day, has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1870.
Hold on one second. Where you at? Okay, I think I got you. All right, keep reading.
Okay, let me go down now. How did
and read the title? Yeah, kind of read the title.
Okay. So how did Christmas start?
All right.
The middle of winter has The middle of winter has long been a time of celebration around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Centuries before the arrival of the man called Jesus, early Europeans celebrated light and birth in the darkness of the winter.
The darkest days of winter.
The darkest days of winter.
Mm-hmm.
Many people rejoiced during the winter
solstice.
When the worst of the winter was behind them, and they could look forward to longer days and extend hours of sunlight.
Okay, so that's what that was about, was them being able to farm. You understand? Longer days and nights. They wasn't worried about no Christ. Right. All right? The winter solstice, that's what they was worshiping, right? That was the Celts, right? The Celts and the, who else did that? It wasn't was the Scandinavians? Did they do that too? Yeah, the Celts, Scandinavians. God, yep. Look, I knew my scientists knew. You understand? That's my scientists over there. You know everything. All right, go ahead, keep reading.
In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule. From December 21st.
Stop right there. What do they say on Yuletide? What they say on Christmas?
Yuletide is the time of Yule.
Right, and they put that. I haven't seen them say that much lately. Have you seen it?
But they the Catholics had years ago officially changed it to Christmas Tide. So it went from Yuletide to Christmas Tide.
Okay.
But
because
but
that
songs,
was back in the day. That was the older thing.
Well, in songs they'll still say Yuletide.
So it was just in a song?
Well, it's like it. Christmas Tide.
Hold on, Slaki, real quick before you go. I thought I seen them say something like have a Yuletide. Have you ever seen that before? Okay, because I remember that. Okay, go ahead.
Yuletide is the original name for it. Catholics changed the name to Christmas Tide, but it's still the same thing. So they'll use it interchangeably. So they'll say Yuletide, or they'll say Christmas Tide, or they'll just say Christmas, and it describes the entire time of the entire season.
God, okay, I got you. Because I remember seeing that Yuletide before. I remember seeing that before when they, I think when I was younger. They used to have a Yuletide, Christmas, some junk like that, I think. Yeah. God. Okay, go ahead, keep reading.
The winter solstice through January. Solstice through January. In recognition.
And one second. Look at how long they were celebrating. This wasn't just no one day. And matter of fact, they still ain't celebrating in just one day. You know what I'm saying? What you say it was about? What you call it? How many days of Christmas? 12 days of Christmas. You understand? 12 days of Christmas. Right? And look, they celebrating all the way from December 21st all the way through January. You understand? And then you wonder where our kids be getting these 2 weeks off of school. You understand? They get it from these celebrations. They turn around and in reverence of their holidays, they still turn around and do what? Keep it going. They keeping it going by guess what? Oh, everybody's off of school. Everybody's out of school right now. All right, go ahead, keep reading.
In recognition of the return of the sun, fathers and sons would bring home large logs, which they would set on fire. The people.
1 second. Damn, the clubhouse went out. Huh? Yeah, it did.
You said it went out?
Yeah, kind of.
Like the whole computer or just the?
It did. Nah, the computer, but I think it dropped. Because it's telling me to start a room again. I ain't worried about it. Go ahead, Mighty Man. Keep reading.
Okay. The people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as many as 12 days.
There you go, Bon. 12 days. Hey, keep going.
The Norse believed that each spark from the fire represent a new pig or calf that would be born during the coming year.
And the Norse is the German and the Scandinavian people, right?
The Vikings.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Keep reading.
The end of December was a perfect time for celebration in most areas of Europe. At that time of the year, most cattle were slaughtered so they would not have to be fed during the winter.
So you turn around and you just eat all your animals. You understand? That's why they feast so long. They just feasting so long so they can kill an animal so they ain't got to feed them. Right. You understand? That's crazy. You know, keep going.
For many, it was the only time of the year when they had a supply of fresh meat. In addition, most wine and beer made during the year was finally fermented and ready for drinking.
Now you know the white man was ready for that liquor. You understand? He was ready for that. So it was perfect time for him to turn around and start a celebration when he ready to get drunk. Go ahead, keep reading.
In Germany, people would honor and in Germany, people would honor people honored the pagan god Odin.
And Odin was, and this is one reason why our people are so mixed up, because these gods that they worship and serving on them days, and false gods, is all they built up of some of every damn thing. He's supposed to be like the god of war, knowledge, gallows. What else, Cabal? I know you know. What else was Odin known for? He was known for about 10, 12 different things.
Okay, yeah. He was
in
like
the mic, Rory.
He was also what they call the Orfather. He saw everything. He actually gave up one of his eyes for his two ravens, basically, that were like spies. So he knew everything that you were doing at all times. And he's the father of their pantheon. So like he's Thor's father. He's Loki's adopted father, right? And he was him and his wife Fred were responsible basically for all of the Norse gods. And they're extra weird because
she was like the goddess of This was like motherhood.
Damn.
What's that? Where you can see the future, like.
It's called
I forgot that word.
divination.
Who?
Divination. Clairvoyance. You can see
Yeah,
into the future.
clairvoyance. Yeah,
And she's also fertility, sex,
all
most
of
of the
that.
main feminine things.
Yeah.
Right. And even in their, this is why I don't even understand Edomites, because like even in their mythology, like at the end their god dies.
Yeah.
All their gods die.
Yeah.
Like
they did.
Like you worship something that's
dead.
That could just die just as easy as you can.
Yeah.
Like,
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's crazy. Right. But yeah, that's what This is why black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people are so jacked up around this time of the year. Just listen to what we just named.
Right.
This is what they got: fertility and motherhood, and you know what I'm saying, clairvoyance, and can see into the future, and war. You wonder why you're arguing and fighting on these days. You understand? They have been in the Christmas spirit around here in St. Louis. 2 brothers got shot, one in a coma last night. You understand? That's the Christmas spirit. You understand? That God opened the God of war. Look at it. And then guess what? The people you out here, you wanna give a gift so damn bad that you out here robbing and killing and doing whatever manner of evil to get a gift. You understand?
It's like it, sir. I got
go
a
ahead,
scripture. I got a scripture to pull out.
Oh, come on, go ahead. My man pulling scriptures. You understand? What scripture would you like for us to go over?
Got 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. 15 and 16.
Come on with it.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Uh-huh.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh,
uh-huh,
the lust of the eyes,
uh-huh,
and the pride of life,
uh-huh,
is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Damn right. Damn right. You absolutely correct. So you turn around and loving Christmas, you understand? That's a lust. That's a lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye. You understand? For you to turn around and do the exact same thing that the Lord said not to do.
Right.
You understand? We're not supposed to turn around and see the other nations of people and what they do and then say, ooh, I want to do that. I want to do that same thing. The Most High told us not to learn their ways.
Right.
He said that learn not the ways of the heathen. Don't follow their customs and their traditions. The scripture says that they are completely vain. They are, what's the word you said? Vanity. You understand? It's worthless. You understand? Vain. Okay? And here we go celebrating it. Like General Hyman said, getting car loans, title loans to pay to buy a gift. Like, that's crazy. And then, like I said, you don't think of these people no other time. I rode past the graveyard over on what's that, Page? On Page in Pennsylvania. Is Pennsylvania, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Page in Pennsylvania. Okay. Now, you know, any other time, that graveyard ain't filled with people unless it's a funeral.
Right.
But just so happened on Christmas Eve and now Christmas Day, it's filled with people going to go visit they loved ones that's dead in the ground. You're going to go talk to. It was a sister. I seen a video of a video that's going viral now. How she's lost her brother last Christmas and laying on the goddamn casket, crying and laying on the casket, boo-hooing, cause it's like, come on. I mean, I understand you miss your loved ones, you know, but nah, not like that. You understand? So I'm finna keep going, and I got an aunt that every year around this time of year, around Christmas, this was the Christmas, we don't have mama no more. We ain't got daddy no more. You know what I'm saying? Talking about my grandmother, my grandfather. The first one, she took it so rough. She woke up, had a headache, wanted to throw up, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, been up all night. You understand? All because they're not here for Christmas. It don't happen any other time of the year. I ain't heard her say in February or March, oh, I can't sleep without my mama. You understand? I can't sleep without my daddy. I feel like throwing up. I feel like vomiting. But only around Christmas, she gets extremely sick. And you know why? Because that's a demon. You understand? That is a whole demon to where you just cannot live life around this time of the year because someone that you love died. That person was just the one you were celebrating this evil day with. That's all that is. And now you ain't the demon that y'all shared, they gone now. Now you gotta find somebody else to celebrate it with. You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
I'm reading. In Germany, people honored the pagan god Odin during the midwinter holiday. Germans were terrified of Odin, as they believed he made nocturnal flights through the sky to observe his people, and then decide who would prosper or perish. Because of his presence, many people chose to stay inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is nocturnal? What is nocturnal?
You can see at night or something like that. Some type of. I mean,
Nice and loud in the mic, mighty man.
Can you I guess night vision or something like that, or can see
night vision?
Can see at night or something like that.
God, that's it. Okay. That's it. He would turn around and be up in the sky looking down at who he gonna turn around and either kill or who will turn around and live. And that's why they were so scared, because it's they myths and they, you know what I'm saying, they culture, what drives them nuts. You understand? And that's also what drives us nuts. You understand, when we try to celebrate it. Because think about it now, this is what they were doing, right? And then what did they do? They added that fear into, you put it into your kids. Telling your kids that you better be nice, you better not be naughty. It's in a song.
God.
You understand? What's how it go?
Like
I'm telling you once, I'm telling you, how it go? You better not pout. Yeah. You better not cry. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town. He see you when you sleeping. He sound like a pervert. He know when you awake. You understand? Mm-hmm. He know when you been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You understand? That's where that fear come from. You understand? Because the god Odin used to turn around during this time of the year, would go up in the sky, look down at everybody over in the night, and say, okay, well, this one gonna die, that one gonna die, that one gonna die. This one, they've been all right, they've been good. You understand? They get to live, but this one's been bad, so this one's gonna die. That's where that fear come from. Yeah. And then we putting that stuff in our kids, making them. You're supposed to want to train them up. You understand, with some damn reverence, where they would reverence their father and their mother and other people. You understand? To where they won't be criminals and just be baby's kids. You understand? Terrorizing the neighborhood, right? You would want to raise them like that anyway. Not to tell them, all right, now you better be good or you ain't going to get no toys. Like, come on. You understand? Teach them something better than that. You know? Ain't even teaching them how to act throughout the year. But on Christmas, you're demanding their obedience. Right. Just around this time. Why? Because that's what the original people that started celebrating these holidays and worshiping these false gods, they were in fear of their God. So guess what you do? Now the same fear is brought forward. And now you don't even know how to damn act. You understand? Because you are following what they do. You're following the customs of the heathen. They are
worthless.
You understand? That's what it is. It's worthless. That junk is worthless to us, man, because our kids don't get better celebrating Christmas. They get worse. They don't get better turning around and sitting there getting a toy that they don't even deserve. You know? Straight up. They don't even deserve half of the things that they got. You tell them, you remind them of that all the time. Don't they remind their kids of how I shouldn't get you nothing? I shouldn't buy you this. I shouldn't. I know my mom used to tell me that all the time. Anybody else tell that? Mom used to tell me all the time, you're badass. You need a belt. You understand? That's all my mom was gifting me was belts and extension cord. That was my gifts. You understand? Belts and extension cords. 2x4s. You understand? I got whooped with all kinds of things. You understand? But I got reminded of that constantly. You don't deserve nothing for Christmas. You don't deserve no toys. You don't deserve no games. You don't deserve that. That's what we was reminding our kids of all the time. Is what they do not damn deserve because of how bad they are. But on Christmas, you understand? And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Okay? That's ridiculous. Come on, Warren, keep reading.
Saturnalia and Christmas. In Rome, where winters were not as harsh as those in the far north, Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture.
In honor of who?
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia, yeah. The god of agriculture. Keep going.
Was celebrated beginning in the week leading up to the winter solstice and continuing for a full month.
Continue for a whole month.
Yeah, that's great. Saturnalia was a hedonistic time for when food and drink were plentiful and the normal Roman social order was upturned upside down. For a month, enslaved people were given temporary freedom and treated as equals.
Okay, now, please don't believe that they gave us no freedom to do nothing. You understand? Okay, now when you talked about the hedonistic time, what does the word hedonistic mean? What does hedonistic mean? Go ahead, Cabal.
Hedonism is like excessive indulgences, like excessively indulge in wine, orgies, riotous parties,
pleasures,
kind of, it's pretty much hedonism.
Gosh, absolutely. So, what are they doing right now? What are they doing now with their Christmas parties? We're gonna bring out the number. We're gonna do that one more about how many women end up cheating on their man on Christmas at a nasty Christmas party. You understand? And look, I'm like Lil Boosie when he said, man, keep y'all women in the house. Mine don't go to Christmas parties. You understand? Ain't finna happen. All right? You go to work. Okay? You go slave, you bring that money home, and that's it. As far as that go. Yeah, go ahead, Cabal.
So the philosophy of hedonism is the ethical theory that pleasure, in the sense of satisfaction of desires, is the highest good and the proper aim of human life.
Good night. Man, they got all kinds of junk mixed up in this stuff. You understand? Go ahead, keep reading, Warren.
Business and schools were closed so that everyone could participate in the holiday festivities. Also, around the time of the winter solstice, Romans observed Juvenalia, a feast honoring the children of Rome. In addition, members of the upper classes often celebrated the birthday of Mathera, the god of the unconquerable sun.
Unconquerable sun.
On December the 25th, it was believed that Mithra, an infant god, was born of a rock. For some Romans, Mithra birthday was the most sacred day of the year.
Okay, so now you know that's where your birthday celebrations come from. come from the Romans. You understand? That's what they would do. The days that their gods was born on, they turn around and celebrated their birth, the day of their birth. You understand? And you see, this infant guy here, Mithra, was this was the most sacred day of the year. You understand? And why do you think black people take and make their birthday the most sacred day of the year? So where they switched it up now to where they say, well, I'm just thankful to God I was born. Okay, He gave me life and all this nonsense. When that ain't, you understand? Nowhere in the Bible that was a part of our culture. That's why you don't even see anyone's birth date, like the actual day. You understand? To where like December the 25th. Yeah, if you're here, you was born on a day. You understand? But we counted the days by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You understand? That's how we counted the days, right? And they turn around and now with they dates, you understand? They do all that. They got December 25th as the birth of Mithra. You understand? Then they gonna turn around and claim it's the birth of Jesus. Then they got so many different Egyptian gods. Who was that? Is that Horus that was born on December 25th? Or was that Ra? Horus. Yeah, I think it's Horus. The god Horus was born on December 25th. Way before they even added Christ into that. You understand? Way before that. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Is Christmas really the day Jesus was born?
Now, in the article, now they got it. It's a question mark, Lamar. It's a question mark. Is this the day that Christ was really born? You understand? Is this his actual birthday? Is it or is it not? You understand? Well, guess what? Because it is not. It's not. All right. Keep going.
In the early years of Christianity, Easter was the main holiday.
Mm-hmm.
The birth of Jesus was not celebrated.
The birth of Jesus was what?
Not celebrated.
And guess what? Even now, Christianity, now you know that's false. That's bogus. Right? So they never celebrated his birthday in the early years. So why are they doing it now? You understand? They trying to what they say, keep Christ in Christmas. You understand? Christ wasn't even never in Christmas. You understand? Never even the reason why they started celebrating Christmas. They were celebrating his resurrection. Now they've been doing that. And that's Easter. Go ahead, Cabal. Come on with it.
And Salakia, but a lot of the reason, especially why that whole Mithras thing is so important, is because Constantine was a member of the cult of Mithras before he created Christianity. So, of course, in the early days, the birthday was not that important. But when the person who was writing and directing this was already worshiping a god whose birthday was on the December 25th, well, when he was creating his new religion, all he did was incorporate that in.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep reading.
In the 4th century, church officials decided to institute the birth of Jesus as a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the Bible does not mention date of his birth.
Mm-hmm.
A fact Puritans
Puritans.
Puritans
Mm-hmm.
later pointed out in order to deny the legitimacy of the celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Although,
Cabal. One second.
Salakia, again, he just said that it didn't appear to the 4th century.
Right.
The 4th century, for those who don't know, is from 300 to 400. The Council of Nicaea that Constantine ordered was 321.
Mm-hmm.
So again, when he mixed his religion in,
that
is the first time the appearance of the birthday mattering at all. Because it has nothing to do with anything in the Bible, but everything to do with them forming their new religion.
Absolutely. Damn right. Come on with it.
Although some evidence suggests that his birth may have occurred in the spring, why would shepherds be herding in the middle of winter?
Mm-hmm.
Pope Julius I chose December the 25th. It is commonly believed that the church chose this date in an effort to adopt and absorb the traditions of the pagan Saturnalia festival. First called the Feast of the Nativity.
Nativity.
The custom spread to Egypt by 432 and to England by the end of the 6th century.
God, it's all mixed up. It's been named this, it's been that. It's the winter solstice, the worship of Saturn, and the god of agriculture, and mixed with orgies and all kinds of. Go ahead, come on with it.
Salakia, but somehow this ain't the same thing.
Somehow
it's not the same. You call it. You got a nativity scene every year.
Every year.
You do it on the 25th when it has nothing to do biblically, and everything that you have the 12 days of Christmas every year. When they had this 12 days, it said you do everything the same. You might change a little bit of a name, like you changed it from the Feast of Nativity to just a nativity scene.
Right.
Like you're doing this. I don't understand how our people just don't understand. You're doing the exact same thing. They just put a prettier face on it and a Coca-Cola Santa, and then you fine.
Right.
Not everything is okay. Not everything is for the kids.
God.
When this has always been about idol worship. This has always been about hedonism and them Christmas parties that you go to and cheat on your man and make whores out of the daughters of Israel. Like that's always been what this has always been about.
Absolutely. That's all it's about. And for some odd reason, we still can't see it.
Right.
We still don't see, like they just said in the article, that in Rome, the schools and businesses was closed during this celebration here. So what was people doing? Like what they doing today? They stocking up. They getting their food because they know the store's going to be closed. You understand? Now, they don't close them that long no more. You understand? But it's still the same thing. You know, 1, 2 of them here and there is open. What they got open today? Walgreens. It was a couple of them that they start opening up because people have been complaining. You know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't no stores open on that day. Because guess what? They still, for some odd reason, you've been shopping and buying and saving this whole month so that you can cook this meal, but you forgot that one thing. Oh, I forgot this. Damn, we forgot to get this. We got to get that. Oh, shoot, I got to run back to the store. So now they having, you know what I'm saying, this year, it was even an article out about what stores was going to be open today. You understand? So it was that important to them. So that they can continue on with their nasty little celebrations. You know? And like I said, they turn around and really do not see that they are celebrating what the original people celebrated.
Right.
That's what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with Christ. They never celebrated it. They added it in there. This was something that they added. And you still don't, well, no, Jesus was born. Now, he was born, though. You understand? He did. I mean, the kings, they did take him gifts. You understand? Like, come on. Like, get out of here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to turn around and celebrate. If Christ was that important to you, you would not celebrate his birthday. You would not celebrate a lie. You know, Christ wasn't about no lie. He was all about telling the truth.
That's right.
So, but you turn around and celebrate the lie and thinking that somehow Christ is looking down upon you. Well, at least you're doing it for me. No, he's not. He at the right hand of the Father said, oh, they doing it for us. It's about us, though. No. You understand? It's not. It's about Saturnalia, winter solstice, the Feast of Nativity. You understand? It's about all of that. Go ahead, Cabal.
This our people don't really understand. This brings shame to Christ. Like this pains. Like right. Christ is the mediator between us and the Most High, which means he is our defender between us and the Most High for our sins. We making his job so difficult. Like he is up there face palming right now. Like, oh, they doing it again. Like, could you just give them a little bit more time, Father? Like, they go get it right. You see the UPK, they out there trying to get them together, but just give them a little bit more time because they still ignorant. Because that's what he's up there doing. 'Cause Satan's job is up there like, look, ain't none of them worth it. They all trash. Burn them all. Like that's, and Christ is doing the exact opposite. But we make it so difficult. We make it so much more hard as a people every time we decide that we're gonna in mass, like just even those who know better, still out there celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving, celebrating 4th of July. Like y'all know what these holidays is about, but you still out there with your grill and your red, white, and blue shorts, or you out there with your turkey, even though you know that is the slaughter of your brother and sister. You still gonna go celebrate.
God,
you still gonna have a party.
God, absolutely. And then get this, I'm gonna read this one part. It says, by holding Christmas at the same time as traditional winter solstice festivals, church leaders increased the chances that Christmas would be popularly embraced. You understand? That's why they doing it. They do it. They put it in there to where they would turn around and make it popular. Not that it was actually the birth of Christ. And this is something that we must do in reverence of our King. It's just that we're going to make this day that this holiday that we're inventing popular. That's it. That's all. Okay? Then it says, but gave up the ability to dictate how it was celebrated. So they turned around now. Of course, you know, Christians are some of the nastiest people on the planet. Right. So they all for the orgies. You understand? They all for the worship of Saturn and the sun and the longer days and all of that. They don't give a damn. You understand? They could care less. Okay, they try to act like they're, you know, that Christians and Christianity really has like its clean standard or something like that. You understand? Like it has this reputation that is holy. You understand? When it does not. It does not. There's nothing holy about Christianity. Go ahead, Kabal.
And Salakia, even from that statement, it's the same thing it's always been. It's all about the money.
God.
It's more popular, so we got more members. More members, more money. It doesn't matter if we're telling them the truth. We're going to tell them what they want to hear, so they'll come in and give us their money. Because it doesn't, like, if you were promoting something that is supposed to be about your religion, right?
Yep.
Then you would promote your religion and why it's better than the other religions. In Christianity's case, all they do is like, oh, you do that in your religion? Great, you can do it over here. We're just going to change the name of it. It just bring your money over this way. That's it. We another bar with the same drink. That's it. There's nothing different about you. There's nothing holy, separate, or anything like that about you. All you want is the money. All you doing it is the popularity.
Yeah. And then check this. It said, by the Middle Ages, Christianity had, for the most part, replaced pagan religion. You understand? On Christmas, believers attended church, then celebrated raucously in a drunken. Now, this is the Christians. What I just said. I just said they were all for the gruesome. You understand? Now they turn around in a drunken, carnival-like atmosphere similar to today's Mardi Gras, right? It was a freak fest. You understand? That's all it was. That's what Christmas was to them. It just said it. Then it says, each year a beggar or student will be crowned the Lord of Misrule, and eager celebrants played the parts of his subjects. The poor will go to the houses of the rich and demand their best food and drink. If owners fail to comply, their visitors would most likely terrorize them with mischief. Christmas became the time of year when the upper classes could repay their real or imagined debt to society by entertaining less fortunate citizens. And what do they do on the holidays? They give away turkeys and hams. You understand? Come on.
Salakia, this ain't nothing but the ancient form of a tax write-off.
Come on, that's all.
That's all it is. All.
What else they got? Toys for tots.
Okay. Oh, Salakia.
Like, winter warm-ups.
Like you know, for like my slavery, right? Like at my slavery, it's a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
this is the time of year where they get all of the donations in.
God.
All of the stuff comes in around this time of year. Why? Tax write-off. That they trying to dump some funds because you know there's different laws for different places, but it's the exact same principle. They're paying their debt to society.
Right.
Well, now they're paying their actual financial debt to society by giving it to the less fortunate. It's just a tax write-off.
That's all. That's all it is. And guess what? They was doing that way back then, and they doing it today with the different things that we just named. They turn around and give away so many things, you understand, to where they say, well, hey, look at what we gave away. Now the government looks at that and say, well, goddamn, you gave away 1,000 coats that you collected. You understand? You ain't go out and buy them, but you collected them. You understand? Oh, my God, all the shoes and all of the skull caps and all of the gloves. You understand? It's cold around this time. And even all the toys, right? Even the canned goods and all of this. Oh, my God. You know what? Write it off. You understand? And they paid their debt to society. Meanwhile, the poor is poor because of the rich. You understand? We put the poor because of them. They such greedy bastards that, guess what? This is the only time where you get to eat good. It's on their holiday. In prison. I ain't going to tell y'all I've been there, but in prison. You understand? They give you good meals on the holidays. You understand? They come instead of now, Bob, I know you remember. I ain't mean to say it like you was a big time criminal. You know what I'm saying? But I know you remember downtown. I know you remember the Central. They would give you a hard ass honey bun and a hard ass bologna sandwich, and a juice box, right? You get little cups of juice, right? Or was it the juice box? No, it was a cup of juice. What they give you? Milk. The milk. I think you're right. I think they did give you the milk. I'm not sure. But I can't remember what drink they had. But they turn around and give you that hard ass. Like I said, I ain't telling y'all I went to jail, so don't repeat that. No, I'm just kidding. But they turn around and give you that hard ass honey bun, and then because I was locked up one what was it? One Thanksgiving and Christmas. All the holidays I think I was down. You understand? But on Thanksgiving and Christmas, instead of them coming around, because everybody, that's all we used to talk about. When they come with that hard ass honey bun and that stale ass honey bun and that hard ass bologna sandwich, right? With everybody in sale to be talking about it. But then on Christmas, they came with a cart. Am I lying about? They come rolling with the cart with plenty of plates, and they give you turkey and ham and, you understand, corn on the cob. They gave you real food on them days. You understand? But during the other time, you could die for all they give a damn. You understand? Eating that stale, expired goddamn honey bun. And that damn bologna sandwich that been sitting in the refrigerator made up for I don't know how damn long. Right. Bread hard, bologna hard. You understand? Abomination number one. We ain't supposed to be eating no goddamn bologna. No bologna. You understand? But they was giving it to us anyway. But around them days, the poor get to eat. The poor get to go and ask the rich for some good food and some good drinks, and they would give it to them. And it was a write-off. You understand? They did their debt. They paid their debt to society. Not letting these people eat all year round. Right. Because you got to have all the money. But, hey, I'm a good guy. It's Christmas. Let's eat. Give away turkeys. Give away hams. You understand? Come on, man. Falling for the same junk over and over and over again. This is ridiculous. All right? Go ahead, Cabal. I think we're going to read two more, then we're going to get up out of here.
Cut. And Salakia, sir, but that's the same thing that happened on a plantation. Like when we were reading that book about those slaves, right? And how that slave just loved his master. Why he loved his master? Because on Thanksgiving and Christmas, depending on how big your family was, he give you a whole hog
yep.
that you can eat.
God.
And he'll treat you mighty nice. And and he spoke nice to you and brought you your own preacher.
So like so nice to where he said he thought he was one of the goddamn family. The slave said he thought he was one of the master's very own family around the holiday time. They was eating and drinking and kicking it so bad, and then they would let them drink. They would let them eat. He would give, like you said, they give away whole hogs for Christmas. The slave master would give them, you know what, that hog right there, that's yours. Take it. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. That's what they would do. And then the slave was like, and he said to the point where he thought he was his son.
And Salakia, he was lamenting the Emancipation Proclamation. He didn't want to be off of his master's plantation.
He did.
They had to, after they so-called freed the slaves, they had to make him and his family leave the plantation. Like it's the same exact thing.
Absolutely. And so like he said, man, he said, now after being free, I was plenty cold, plenty hungry, plenty starving, plenty everything wrong. He said, it wasn't like this when I was a slave. Like, God damn. Like come on, man. And that's the same stuff they pushing on us. Slave mentality with this Christmas nonsense. You understand? With all of the different gods that we worshiping in this one day, so up until this one celebration. You understand? All these several different gods. It's the same thing. You understand? It's the same damn thing. And we got to get from under that. You understand? We got to turn around and serve our God, man. Not no goddamn Christmas and no Santa and no reindeer sleigh. You understand? The Most High hates us for us celebrating these days. You understand? It's a sin to celebrate Christmas, man. It's a sin. It's a whole lie. I don't even know how a Christian rationalize and say, well, Christ, I know he wasn't born on December 25th. They know it. Right. But they say, well, he was born. What does that mean? That don't mean take and make a damn day for his so that you want to celebrate, claiming that that's his date of birth. It's still, you're celebrating a lie. Right. You're celebrating. Why would Christ tell you that you would know the truth, and the truth should make you free if you won't turn around and follow a lie? That's because you really don't follow Christ. Christians do not follow Christ at all, man. Right. They don't. It's come. Am I lying? Am I lying? You understand? No, because they do it. They'll tell you. You ask them right now, is it about the birth of Christ? And they'll say, what was they telling us in the interviews? Well, I know Jesus wasn't born, but that lady said that. That sister said, I know it ain't about Santa, it ain't about Jesus, but I still sell. And then she said Santa was black, but got everything white in her cart. The white Santas and the white Santa wrapping paper and the white Santa every damn thing. Go ahead. The white angels. The white angels, all of that, man.
Reindeers and all.
Absolutely.
What they got to do with it? What they got to do with anything you said you celebrate?
And then can't see that she is still a slave. She can't see that she a slave. That's what they want you to do. You sitting here, you claiming you know something. You know that it has nothing to do with anything. It's pagan. How many of them told us that? It's pagan. Almost every last one of them. But what was they doing? Still celebrating. That one sister, she said it so boldly. She said, are you celebrating Christmas? She said, nope. I said, why not? She said, because it's pagan and I'm broke. You understand? But got the Santa mask on her face. You understand? Like, come on. I know you celebrating in some way. You still celebrating in some way. Right? What the other brother say? We asked him, oh, man, Christmas is pagan, man. I don't even get down with Christmas. But I still buy my kids toys, though. They too young to understand. What? No, they not. Right. That's the perfect time. You understand? My son was 4 in the store, and this lady tripped me out. A sister walked up to my rib got all 3. This is my little trio. That's what I called them, my little trio. And she got all 3 of them in the buggy, right? And he was, I think Yuante was like what, one, maybe not even one. No, he was one. I think he was one. Michael Carr, 4, and Shabian, I believe she was about 6. Damn, sister said, "Oh my God, they so beautiful. I love them. They triplets? They all 3 of them. Everybody said they look alike." And she said, "Are y'all ready for Christmas?" And my 4-year-old spoke up. You understand? He said, "We don't celebrate Christmas." And she said, "You don't?" Killed this woman. My real said, you could have seen her face when she heard that. She said, she grabbed her heart like, "Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey." She was gonna die in the store, Dollar Tree. Turned around and she said, "You don't? Why don't you celebrate Christmas?" My son told her, "God hate Christmas." It's a 4-year-old. Don't tell me what you cannot teach your kids. You understand? It wasn't until I came in here when I turned around and learned the truth, I started teaching it to them as soon as they can understand. You understand? 4 is like a perfect time. You understand? And when they hear about Christmas, they don't get sad. They don't cry. You know how sometimes kids, when they hear something, somebody else got a toy and they don't have one, they want one. It's just being a kid. You understand? It don't necessarily, got nothing to do with Christmas, right? But that's how children are. You know, they hear about something fun, that another kid did. They want to go do it. You understand? Give him the mic back. Let him speak on the mic. That's probably what he want to do.
He said car side. He want to go outside.
Oh, he ready to roll. Huh? Oh, okay. We got you, nephew. We finna roll. You could. I would say you had the mic. You could speak. You know what I'm saying? I know your daddy teach you to hate Christmas too. Look at you. Look, man. I'm telling you. But that turnaround, that killed that lady. And this guy is talking about what you can't tell your kids because they're young. You understand? You better tell them so that they won't be destroyed. And like I said, my kids ain't never once looked back and said, "Well, Daddy, can I at least celebrate? Can we have this?" They get stuff year round. Right. They're constantly looking up toys. They constantly want to go to my princess wanted to go to Dollar Tree yesterday. It something that black people, I don't even know if they really know, but our children are not that damn hard to please. Right. You know what I'm saying? My kids love Dollar Tree as much as Daddy do. You understand? That's like our favorite store for real. You hear me? Straight up. Until they went up $1.25. I'm thinking about, making another Dollar Tree of our own now. You know what I'm saying? But they $1.25 now. You understand? Man, my rib showed me this video of man, this shit was funny as hell. The devil said, he said, "Oh my God," he said, "I went in the Dollar Tree today and they went up $1.25. He said, "What's next? Is it gonna be $2.50 tree? Is it gonna be $3.50?" Man, I was hollering, man. That shit was funny as hell. But you know what I'm saying? Man, they kids love this store, man. They like them little toys in there. And then guess what? They're $1. Right. They like the candy in there. You understand? The candy we had back in the day still good. The lollipops and the blow pops. Every kid loved them with the gum in it. Go ahead.
Salaki, the fruities, the little penny candy.
Come on, all of that. You understand? All of the candy, man, right there in the store for $1. You can go there and rack up. You understand? Y'all want some candy today? It ain't Halloween, but y'all want some candy? Go in there and get them what they want. $1. You can rack up. You understand? Go ahead, come on.
And Salakia, that's just what you said. It's all in how you teach your child, all in how you raise your child. Yeah. Like, my kids get excited near Halloween time because they said, "Look, it's almost November 2nd or November 1st. It was like, "What's November 1st?" Because a teacher asked them because I was standing there. He said, "It's almost November 1st. He said, "What's November 1st? 50% off candy day." Because after Halloween, all the candy go on sale. Mm-hmm. My kids looking for sales. They don't really care that they missed the holiday and that they didn't get to dress up and they didn't get to go trick or treating. Yeah, give me that candy and you can get it for cheaper. So give me more candy, man. Like, if you teach your child, like, I'll get you. You get gifts when you get gifts. It's not a specific time of year. It's not your birthday. It's not Christmas. It's you got a good report card. Oh, you can get some gifts. Oh, you did good this week. you know what? I think I might get you a toy. Like, it's summertime. You might need a bicycle. I'm gonna get you a bicycle right now instead of waiting until your birthday or Christmas or like it doesn't make having your child wait makes no sense. Like being in the truth and doing and following the law, statutes, and commandments makes more sense. Like in everything that you do, your life makes more sense. Structuring yourself to worship other gods is it's ridiculous, and it leads to the detriment of our people. Because, like you said, that's how you have to take out a payday loan. You know what I mean, to get your kids toys, right? Because you want to follow, you want to do it the way your oppressor tells you to do it.
Right.
Now, if you just grab your kid a gift every now and then, $5 here, $10 here, that ain't gonna break the bank. You try to spend $400 at once on each kid,
right?
That's a problem.
Yeah. And then you got a bunch of kids.
Count on the cut. We always got a bunch of kids.
You got a bunch of kids. You understand? So now, come on. You got 4, 5. I got 10 kids. That's 10 gifts I would have to be buying. You understand? Like, come on. Who in the hell got money for 10 gifts? Unless you go to Dollar Tree. No, but for real, like I said, we've been trying to celebrate that mess of Bond and getting all 10 of my kids gifts, I had to take out a payday loan or borrow some money from a Bond. Bond got all that paper. You know what I'm saying? I got to borrow some money from him to get Christmas gifts. I'll pay you back when I get my income tax. Ain't that what everybody say? Everybody say, oh, I'll pay you back, man. I got you, man. As soon as I get my taxes, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you double. And then when they get their taxes, you never even see or hear from them. You understand? You never see or hear from him. Go on Judge Mathis, turn around and you make him mad when he hear you fail for that. You fail for that. You understand? You don't nobody pay nobody back in tax time. You understand? But let me read these last two so nephew can get about. He said he ready to get to the car. You understand? Now. He said now. All right, he said when Christmas was canceled in the early 17th century, a wave of religious reform changed the way Christmas was celebrated in Europe. When Oliver Cromwell and his Puritan forces took over England in 1645, they vowed to rid England of decadence and, as part of their effort, canceled Christmas. By popular demand, Charles II was restored to the throne, and with him came the return of the popular holiday. All right, and then that's all you want to speak on.
Oh, Salaki, but again, that goes to show you exactly why the Christians merged that pagan religion into there, right? Because what Cromwell tried to do, Cromwell tried to reform England because he saw England's destruction following Christianity and following because you gotta remember the Church of England was even founded not too long before that simply because a man couldn't divorce enough wives. Like he had a wife, she didn't have a son, so he divorced her. Then he got another one, she didn't have a son, he tried to divorce her, but the Pope wouldn't let him. Right, so he was forget it, we gonna make the Church of England. So he was trying to get rid of all that decadence, all that hedonism, right? And they said, wait, you want to take away our orgies and our parties? And no, you got to go. And that's why they had to. That's why they restored that other king, because he wanted to be more biblically based and away from the pagan practices, which is why our people want to overthrow us, because they don't want to go away from their decadence. They don't want to go away from their hedonism. They want to stick to that and stay away from the Bible as much as possible.
Absolutely. All right, and we read this one and then we get up out of here. Said Washington Irving reinvents Christmas in America. It wasn't until the 19th century that Americans began to embrace Christmas. Americans reinvented Christmas and changed it from a raucous carnival holiday into a family-centered day of peace and nostalgia. But what about the 1800s piqued Americans' interest in the holiday? The early 19th century was a period of class conflict and turmoil. During this time, unemployment was high and gang rioting by the disenchanted classes often occur during the Christmas season. And that's why you got all the crime. That's where you get all the crime from. You understand? And it says in 1828, the New York City Council instituted the city's first police force in response to a Christmas riot. You understand? Now, I thought it was about Jesus. Why are they rioting when it's about the birth of Jesus? Right. You understand? Come on. That's what it was. That's what it originated in. You understand? Riots and violence. You understand? All right. And then it says this catalyzed certain members of the upper classes to begin to change the way Christmas was celebrated in America. And we're going to stop right there. You understand? Because guess what? Christmas, y'all see, we decorated for Christmas. You understand?
Right.
We decorated the school for Christmas. You understand? We got Santa hanging by his damn throat. Okay? Right. And guess what? Do not celebrate this day. Right. You understand? It is satanic as hell. It's evil as hell. You understand? It's the worship of false gods, not the birth of Christ. You understand? Christ has nothing to do with Christmas. All right? And with that, shalom, Israel. All right, nephew, we finna roll. Look, he ready to go. He like, look.